Heart in Silence. In the small town of Green Valley, located in upstate New York, Amanda lived a quiet life. At 32, she was a talented and dedicated architect, known for her meticulous and creative work. She had a well-established office in town, where she turned dreams into reality through her design and architectural skills. After a frustrating relationship that had ended a few years ago, Amanda focused on her career, putting love on the back burner. It was a cold autumn night when Amanda received an invitation to a dinner at her friend Sarah's house. The event was to be a gathering of close friends, with a special touch. Sarah had mentioned that a friend from New York, new to the town, would be present. Although reluctant, Amanda decided to go. She needed a break from work, and nothing sounded better than a pleasant evening with friends. Upon arriving at Sarah's house, Amanda was greeted by the warmth of soft lights and the aroma of homemade food. As she greeted the familiar faces, her eyes caught sight of a tall, handsome man talking animatedly with Sarah. He was charming, with well-groomed brown hair and a confident smile. Sarah quickly noticed Amanda's curious gaze and called her over to introduce them. "Amanda, this is Daniel, an old friend of mine from New York. He just moved to Green Valley for an important project." "Daniel, this is Amanda, one of the best architects in town," Sarah said, smiling. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Amanda." "Sarah speaks very highly of you," Daniel said, extending his hand. Amanda smiled, feeling a lightness in her heart she hadn't experienced in a long time. "The pleasure is mine, Daniel." "Welcome to Green Valley," she replied, shaking his warm, firm hand. During the dinner, Amanda and Daniel talked at length. They discovered common interests, such as architecture, design, and a shared love of suspense novels. Daniel was an interesting person, with many stories to tell about his life in New York and his experiences in the corporate world. He had moved to Green Valley seeking a quieter life and to lead a project involving the revitalization of a historic building in town. The two laughed, conversed, and before they knew it, everyone around them had noticed the evident chemistry between them. At the end of the evening, Daniel invited her out, suggesting they could continue their conversation in a quieter place. "What do you think about having dinner together next Friday? I know an amazing restaurant by the lake," he proposed. "I'd love to," Amanda replied, feeling a twinge of excitement. That Friday, Amanda prepared herself with care. She chose an elegant yet understated dress and went to meet Daniel at the lakeside restaurant. The night was magical, filled with deep conversations and comfortable silences, where they both simply enjoyed each other's company. After dinner, they walked together along the lake's edge, under the soft light of the moon, and when they finally said goodbye, Amanda felt that something special had begun between them. However, a week later, after that unforgettable date, Daniel simply disappeared. Amanda tried calling him, but her calls went unanswered. She sent messages but received no reply. Concern soon turned into frustration, and frustration into sadness. She had begun to like Daniel, to see him as a real possibility for something new and beautiful in her life, but now everything seemed to be falling apart. One morning, after days without any news, Amanda decided to try one last time. She picked up the phone and dialed Daniel's number. To her surprise, a woman answered. "Hello," said the female voice on the other end of the line. "Hi, I'd like to speak to Daniel, please," Amanda replied, trying to stay calm. "He's in the shower." "Are you a client?" the woman asked. Amanda felt her heart sink. "No, I'm a friend." "Who is this?" she asked, her voice trembling slightly. "I'm his wife." "Who are you?" the woman responded, without hesitation. Those words hit Amanda like a knife to the chest. Everything she had imagined, the feelings she was beginning to nurture, collapsed in an instant. She felt betrayed, used, and deeply hurt. She hung up without responding, tears streaming down her face. In the days that followed, Amanda struggled against the urge to confront Daniel, to demand explanations. But deep down, she knew it wouldn't change reality. He had lied to her, had hidden the truth about his life, and now anything he said wouldn't matter. Amanda decided she wouldn't look for Daniel anymore. She didn't deserve to be treated that way, and she wouldn't allow a deceitful man to ruin her peace. She refocused on her work, channeling her pain into creating new projects that soon became the most praised of her career. However, the experience left a scar on her heart, a bitter reminder that people aren't always what they seem. 2 months passed, and Amanda was beginning to put the story behind her when, out of the blue, Daniel called her. His voice, a mix of nervousness and urgency, caught Amanda off guard. "Amanda, I need to talk to you. I know you must be very upset with me, but I want to explain what happened," he began. "Daniel, I don't have anything else to hear. You lied to me." "You were married and didn't tell me," Amanda replied, trying to keep the firmness in her voice. "I know, and I regret it. My marriage was ending. I was already determined to separate, but things were complicated. I didn't want to involve you before resolving everything, but I ended up doing everything wrong," he explained, his voice heavy with guilt. Amanda felt the pain resurface, but also a new strength within herself. "You should have been honest from the beginning. I could have understood the situation, but you lied, and that I can't forgive. Please, Daniel, don't contact me again," she said firmly. "Amanda, I'm really in love with you. I'm willing to do anything to prove it to you," he insisted, but Amanda had already made her decision. "It's too late, Daniel. I can't build something based on lies. I hope you find what you're looking for, but not with me," Amanda concluded before hanging up. Amanda felt the weight of closing that chapter. There was a deep sadness, but also a sense of relief in finally putting an end to that situation. A week later, while having coffee at a small bistro in town, Amanda met Mark, a man with a warm smile and a calm presence. Mark was different, and that intrigued her. He, too, had gone through a complicated relationship and was in Green Valley to start over. This time, Amanda decided to be more cautious. She learned from her previous experience that love doesn't need to be rushed. She and Mark began getting to know each other slowly, without haste, building a connection based on trust and respect. Amanda knew her heart needed time to heal, and she was willing to give it that time, not impulsively, but with the hope that, one day, she could love again. And so, Amanda moved forward, leaving behind the shadows of the past and opening herself up to a future that, though uncertain, was promising.